Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention, please. Thank you, ladies and gents. It's that time of day you've all been looking forward to, I know, speeches. So without further ado, the father of the bride, Peter.
I'm over there, boy. Don't trip over.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I've had about 9 months to write this speech. June got me the books from the library. So anyone who knows me won't be at all surprised that the final version should be ready about Tuesday next week. But here's the last chapter. First of all, on behalf of June and myself, I would like to thank you all for coming and sharing this very special day with us. I would like to say a very special thank you to Elaine and John, Paul's parents, for their help and support in organising this day. It has really been invaluable. I know that many people have travelled a long way to be with us today, and I hope that you look back on this day in months to come and think that braving the M25 and even the A13 was worth it. One of the pleasures in life for a father is when he sings the praises of his daughter on her wedding day. I won't go on too long, but that is not to say that I haven't got an awful lot to sing about with Louise. Any parent will tell you that the birth of their children is one of the greatest days of their lives. It certainly was with our two children, Christopher and Louise. Louise was christened at the church you have just seen her married. I remember I took an awful lot of photos that day with a camera that turned out to have no film in it. She has reminded me of this. I recall as she grew up, the Saturday nights when the children would fall asleep on either end of the settee and having to carry her up the stairs to bed. She admitted recently that she wasn't always asleep, pretending, because she just enjoyed being carried up the stairs. Paul, you might be.
She carries me.
If I were to tell you of all the times that Louise has made us proud of her, we would just be here for hours. From playing netball for the junior school, through jiu-jitsu belts, and lots of prizes at school speech days, to the 3K runs for life for breast cancer research that she did recently. But one of the proudest days was when we went to see her receiving her degree at the University of Surrey. There she was with all her university friends, all dressed up in their caps and gowns. They were running around like characters out of Harry Potter. My camera broke that day as well. I'm sure that every father thinks his daughter looks special on her wedding day, but I think you'll agree with me that Louise looks truly beautiful today, and that her bridesmaids supported her brilliantly. When I look at her, I know how lucky we are to have such a wonderful daughter. Now, what can I say about Paul?
Eat the cheeks.
We've known Paul for about 14 years. He was a school friend of Christopher's, and June can never talk about those days without mentioning that Paul had long hair, parted in the middle.
You still have it?
Even then, he used to enjoy teasing Louise. Paul has three loves in life: sport, fast cars, and Louise.
I thought you were fishing.
I'm sure he'll confirm that Louise is in fact the top of that list. When Paul came to tell us he wanted to marry Louise, we were of course delighted. When he told us that he intended to propose to her on the top of One Tree Hill on Christmas Day, we thought it was very romantic. He had very bravely bought the ring without asking her, and for which Catherine, her bridesmaid today, had to surreptitiously find out the size. However, trying to convince Louise that a walk on snowy was a good idea was not easy at all. She reluctantly went for the walk and came back deliriously happy with the biggest smile you will ever see on her face, not to mention a great big chunk of diamond on her finger. And now they are married. I'm sure that everyone here wishes them a long, loving and happy life together. So we'll ask you to raise your glasses to our bride and groom, Louise and Paul. Now,